Every journey begins with a step, which exhales doubt and inhales confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so excited to see it.
Yeah, I know. MT, it's really awesome that you're hanging out with me here today. I know you guys are super busy, but it's really cool that I was able to come to Gusto headquarters and take a look around. So MT, tell me how long you've been with Gusto.
Yeah, thanks so much for coming by today. We're so happy to have you here. I joined Gusto 3 years ago. We're actually Zen Payroll at the time. So have seen 2 office moves now, so we're so excited to show you around today.
How's it been working with Gusto? Like, just as an employee, just kind of seeing where the industry's going, where payroll is going, like, what do you see from your end that I don't see from mine?
It's been an amazing journey, I'll tell you that. When I joined Gusto, we were only offering payroll and only in California and a few other states. So since then, we've launched benefits, workers' comp, HR, 401k, so many other tools for small businesses, and we're now fully nationwide. Nice. So it's been an exciting journey, but I'll say we're onto something.
Yeah.
We're offering things that small businesses need, so it's been so exciting to see not only our accounting partners grow with us, but also small businesses now able to offer health insurance and other benefits to their employees for the first time.
So obviously I got here and I was totally blown away by your new headquarters here in San Francisco. Like, first, why is it so amazing? And then secondly, like, why this area and the style in which the headquarters is in?
So this area is called Dog Patch, so it's Pier 70. This is where all the ships used to be, so this building that we're in is actually was home to Union Iron Works as well as Bethlehem Steel.
So let's talk about the elephant in the room, or basically the crane in the room. What is this huge crane that you guys have in the middle of Gusto?
This building is home to, 2 world wars full of history where they would actually repair the ships. So the crane was used during that time, and something with this historic Pier 70 that we wanted to really keep that spirit alive. So the crane will stay. I will stay away on earthquakes, but the crane is here, and it's to stay.
I feel like this new headquarters that you guys are in is very symbolic of like who Gusto is. So, like sleek and cash, but yet kind of forward thinking. So how is this new headquarters symbolic to where Gusto is going as a company and as a team?
Great question. So as you're walking around our office, you'll see that all of the different meeting rooms, spaces are all named after small businesses. So I'll have a meeting in the Taqueria, another one in the Curry House. And for us, we really want to make sure that our space reflects the customers that we're so proud to serve. So you'll see that all through our office. We actually even have plans for a retail space that will be a Gusto customer as well.
Really? That's really
Which
cool.
should be really neat. So right now we're taking surveys for who that should be. But additionally, when you walk into our office, behind where the receptionists sit, it's actually a living wall, and that's a Gusto customer as well. So everywhere you turn, our customers are represented.
What's funny is I thought that the reason why you guys named the rooms and all the little breakout rooms was because you guys just like food. Because
We
there's
do.
there's like the pizzeria, the kebab, you know, the is it a chocolatier or
Yep.
something like that. And so here I thought, wow, like Gusto really likes food. They have a huge kitchen. They have rooms named after food, but it's actually named after small businesses.
Yeah, it's all named after small businesses, but we do love food. Myself in particular, everyone teases me about that. But you'll see, you know, all of our spaces, we have me space as well as we spaces, we call them. So the biggest part of our day is, of course, eating together. And that's something that's really symbolic of a family. That's the time that we really come together, talk about the things that we're working on, and just enjoy.
So tell me more about that, like the me space versus the we space. Like, so what does the me space represent? What does the we space represent?
Yeah, so each person does have a desk here. That's their home base. You can store your things. That's your space. We call that a me space. And then you'll see throughout the office there's these we spaces. So really beautiful couches, chairs, tables, places that we can actually come and collaborate. So you'll see that. But I think the most important part of our office and the we spaces is each conference room is designed so that we can actually communicate directly with Denver. So there we have two headquarters, we call it San Francisco and Denver. So in each conference room, you have the ability to video chat with Denver directly so that we can really make sure that we have that connection.
So Gusto, you guys have a huge kitchen area. Do you guys have lunch together as a team Monday through Friday?
We do. And we actually have all meals together. So I think, again, symbolic of just the family. So when Gusto started, it actually started in someone's home in Palo Alto. So the three founders started there. The house rule was you take off your shoes. So that's why we are still a shoeless office today at more than 500 employees across both of our offices. But also important was you come together, you sit down, and you eat. So that's something, if you want to have breakfast, lunch, or dinner, it's available all days of the week.
So for the lunches that Gusto provides to the employees and to the staff in order to kind of make it feel like family, do you guys bring in like local caterers for that?
We do, yeah. Actually, a couple weeks ago, we got to vote. So we had several different caterers come in, and then as a company, we voted which one we want to have. And I have to say, we're very spoiled with that.
Nice. Yeah, I had lunch here the other day, and it was so good, the food. And it's, you know, what's really cool about it too is, you know, you get to sit with other team members of Gusto. So like, obviously, you know, I run advisorfi and I'm an accounting firm, but when I come here and I have lunch with your team, I mean, I really feel like I'm part of the family. So I really like that the approach that Gusto is really taking with the family and the ecosystem family of partners, small business users, and just kind of trying to progress payroll further on. So it's great. So I was walking around your headquarters here and I saw this G that kind of lit up in different colors. What is that?
Yeah, so in true hackathon style for a startup, every single quarter, the engineers, product team, sales, we all come together and we work on a hackathon. So that was actually from our engineers. It lights up depending upon how fast and often people are running payroll. So it's a fun way to gauge what's actually happening with our 60,000 customers.
Now, what has come out of the hackathon? Has anything really cool or innovative lately that Gusto has released that has come out of those quarterly hackathons?
Yeah, so from the hackathon, lots of ideas have come from those. Some that have made it to actual production and others that have, of course, died along with the hackathon. But some of the things that you'll see today in Gusto that came from that are the pig. So when you're running payroll and you see the pig go across the screen, that was a hackathon project. The org chart, so the organization of employees and your structure was from that. And some other things that we've been working on are updates to PTO, time tracking. All of those originated as hackathon projects that came from suggestions from sales and other folks at the company that were taking that feedback from customers and then passing it on.
So I was walking up upstairs and I saw a huge kind of orange neon sign that says "Live with Gusto." Tell me a little bit more about that.
Yeah, so Gusto, our mission is creating a world where work empowers a better life. And Live with Gusto is really the symbol of that. So right now we actually just announced that we serve 1% of all businesses in the US. So that's over 60,000 small businesses, 3,000 accounting partners like yourself. So our goal is that companies can say that they use Gusto, and that allows their employees to really live a better life.
So does Gusto have any of its small business users visit the headquarters? You know, I know as a partner, we can come and visit and take a look around, and we're kind of excited because we promote Gusto to a lot of our clients. But do you get a lot of SMBs that come in and take a look at Gusto?
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that really sets us apart is we love meeting our customers. So Josh Reeves, our CEO, actually took an RV trip last year where he traveled across the country and he stopped and he met our customers. And that was something that was really amazing to learn from, just how they use Gusto, what they're looking for in the future. But of course, if anyone's in San Francisco or Denver, come on by.
Obviously, you know, at AdvisorFi, I try to do YouTube videos, and we get a lot of comments on our videos. And I actually want to share this with you and just kind of get your thoughts. But we actually had a user send us a comment the other day, and this is literally what it said. It said, "Hey Will, it is finally time to run my first payroll with Gusto. I love that they answer the phone so quickly. They also file background items with the IRS, for which I am now, you know, poised to receive documentation in the mail. Thank you so much for promoting Gusto." So, like, do you get a lot of that awesome user feedback from your users?
We do. We love to hear it. We actually have a wall of love on our Twitter page that highlights some similar sentiments. But I think for someone to actually say that they love payroll isn't something that is normal. But I know that's one of my favorite parts of the day is to read people's comments and hear that. So thank you for sharing.
Yeah, and you know, and payroll is one of those things that are just really, really tough and has been tough for decades. And it's really nice to see what Gusto has done to payroll and really taking the edge off, I would say, when it comes to like running payroll for yourself, running payroll for your employees. And I love when people who watch our YouTube videos make comments like that, because I feel like even more vested with Gusto to say, you know, Gusto is doing something right because there's validation from people who watch our videos. So obviously I noticed that it looks like you have some new swag or some new shirts. It says Gusto Give. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so Gusto Gives is our new philanthropic effort. So with Gusto, we have across both offices several events throughout the year that our Gusto Gives puts on. And so even things like last week, we went and fed the homeless. So it's different efforts for Gusto to really give back to the community.
Now, is this something that's kind of internal for your team, or can partners like myself kind of participate in Gusto Gives, or you know, or as small business users, like can they participate in Gusto Gives?
Yes, we have a couple different ways. You'll notice like when you process payroll in our platform, you can actually mark that you want to donate to a charity. We automate everything behind the scenes. The employer can match. So that's definitely a way to get involved. But I think it's a great idea. Next time we see you, we should definitely organize something for Gusto Gives.
So obviously this is a little bit spur of the moment. Let's do like a really quick 5-question rapid fire test just to kind of learn more about you, MT, because obviously you and I work together and it's so awesome to work together at Gusto. But what's your favorite food?
Mexican.
Mexican food. Where do you like to travel? Like, what's your favorite traveling place?
Anywhere the beach, Hawaii in particular.
So what's your favorite color?
Gray.
Gray. Nice. So you're sitting in a gray chair, so that's really cool.
I love gray.
Who's your favorite band?
Anything country.
Anything country? I would have totally not pegged you as a country girl.
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, why is that?
I grew up, that's what my dad always played when I was growing up. I grew up in the Seattle area, Tacoma, Washington, and then I went to school in Texas. So I think that's where it really blossomed.
Nice. Now, truth be told, I never liked country growing up, but I went to a Brad Paisley concert, and then I was like, you know what? Country's not bad. It was a really good concert. Now, obviously, we're in San Francisco, so what's your favorite app?
Amazon.
Amazon.
One of the facilities is right over here, so within an hour I could have anything.
Do they drop it by drone?
Not yet, but we should put your drone to use.
Well, MT, thank you so much for taking time out of your day, and thank Gusto for letting me host this video here at your headquarters and seeing your awesome new headquarters and your team members. I do hear there is an interesting way that you end meetings.
There is, so we say, go with Gusto.
Nice. Well, thank you again so much for your time, and I am going with Gusto.
That'll be a good way to end it, right?
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.